What's the temperature right now?
It's currently 70 degrees.
70 degrees. It does not feel like 70 degrees. And it says it's 70 degrees. We'll see. I'm going to try to get some stuff done in the garden today. So come with me. So I have been trying to train these cucumbers to climb up the arches, and so far it is going really well. We really haven't had much for bug damage on them, which has made this year much simpler than last as far as the cucumbers go. These are those volunteer tomatoes that came up, and I just put some quick cages around them, and they have been growing like crazy. So I'm clipping them up with these tomato clips I found a couple years ago. They're just so simple. I can reuse them, and I really enjoy using them. So for the most part, weeding our garden with our wood chips hasn't been much of a problem this year. Last year we were kind of thin on wood chips and it really was getting to be a lot. This year there aren't too many weeds, at least in most of the garden. Unfortunately our raspberries are just everywhere and they need to be pulled, but they're just so pokey. So I'm going to cut a lot of these down that are trying to take over our strawberries. It's funny, you can tell how new all these canes are that I'm pulling because not a one has had a raspberry on it yet. And we are full-blown raspberry mode right now. Hey, pigs. Now, if I remember correctly, Smokey really liked the raspberry canes, even the fresh ones. They have certainly done quite a number on this paddock already. Hardly any greens left. But doesn't that dirt look awesome? I can't wait to plant in it. Should I wait? Probably. Will I? Probably not. You want some of these too? Here. So I think that looks a lot better, don't you? It probably seems counterproductive to pull all those good raspberry canes just for my strawberries especially when you know I let a lot of things that come up on their own just stay, grow, thrive. Sunflowers in the middle of my garlic, those tomatoes that are in the cabbage, dill all over the garden. But honestly, what it comes down to is I like strawberries more than I do raspberries. It's that simple. I think if we had to do it over, we would not put our raspberries in our garden. And the only reason we ever did was because we had planted raspberries probably 2 or 3 times outside of the garden, and they never came up. They just never thrived, which is crazy to think of when these just couple plants we planted in here just took off like crazy. But just one of those things. So thankfully we have had a lot of really nice spring-like rain this early summer, and last night and yesterday morning we got some good showers. So I am not actually going to water the garden, but the greenhouse unfortunately doesn't get that rain, so I'm gonna go up and water the greenhouse and just make sure all those plants are taken care of. And you guys see my mullein on the side of there? Now most people would think those are weeds, right? Like those raspberry canes I just pulled. But to me, I'm really excited because I plan on making something out of the mullein, and then I'll pull it. I guess a weed is just something where you don't want it to be, right? So I got everything watered in here. I am going to water the onions and the pots out here that don't get rain just because of where they are situated. And then I'm going to head in for the day, and I bet the kids will be up soon, so it'll be time to start our day. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and glad you got to see me again. Bye!